Hey, what's up guys? Lunkidu here and welcome to the No BS Fire Mage Guide for Beginners in Dragonflight World of Warcraft, alright? We're gonna jump straight into it. As a Fire Mage, to deal damage, you need to do what? To crit, okay? And as a Fire Mage, you got 3 ways to always critically strike, okay? If you don't do those steps that I'm gonna show you now, you won't deal any damage, okay? So it's good for PvE and PvP. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit about macros and some secret tech, okay? So first off, Phoenix Flames. What it is, deals absolutely kind of super zero damage, like mediocre damage, but it contributes to your critical chance, okay? What I mean by that is that by using Phoenix Flames, you always get a critical strike charge. Every time, right? Every time you use Phoenix Flames, you get this little charge here that we actually call heating up. Okay? And when you score 2 critical strikes in a row, you get that free proc which is called Hot Streak. Okay? And the goal of Fire Mage is to actually always crit. That's basically it, right? So the gameplay of Fire Mage revolves around getting as many procs of Barrows in a row and always smashing instant Barrows and dealing as much damage as you can. Okay. Oh, we got a lucky crit. Okay, that's the next step that I'm gonna talk about. Um, okay, let's get into it. So the 2 main spells that allow you to critical hit all the time is Phoenix Flames and Fire Blast. Okay, Phoenix Flames, and I'm using Fire Blast. Right, so that gives me a free pyro, which deals huge damage and deals ignite damage too. Because ignite damage, I'm gonna just go over it very fast. Ignite, when you deal fire damage to enemy, your target burns for an additional 11% over 9 seconds of the total direct damage caused by your fire spells. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's basically it. Now, the third way that you can always critically strike, and the best way, the most satisfying way for Fire Mage is your Combustion. Yes, Combustion. When you use Combustion, no matter the fire spell that you hit the target with, it's gonna create a charge of heating up all the time, all the time. So the more fire spells you throw within that window of time, the more damage that you're gonna deal. And also, when Combustion is active, you deal more damage and more ignite damage. Remember, ignite damage is your mastery, all right? So you can actually dot someone for 80k mastery, because mastery is I'm gonna look here at the PvP training dummy bar. Ignite deals 2k fire damage every second. You can build that up to some crazy like 80k if you got potions and everything. So 80k a second without all the rest of your damage. Okay, so that applies to PP, PvE. That's literally it. All right. So talking a little bit about Combustion now. The goal is to get a freaking Pyroblast ready. And when you got your Pyroblast ready, you can hardcast a Fireball into huge combustion damage, and then use your instant Pyroblast. And then you start to weave in your Phoenix Flames. You use your Pyroblast, you use your Fireblast, you use Pyroblast, you use Phoenix Flames, you use a Pyroblast, and it basically never ends as long as you've got Phoenix Flames and Pyroblast ready to pump. And when your burst is down, when you did everything perfectly, you've got that very great spell which is called Shifting Power. Okay, Shifting Power. We're gonna read it super quick. Where is it? Right here. Draw the power, blah 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 blah. While channeling, your mage ability cooldowns are reduced by 12 seconds over 3.1 seconds. So this spell should always be used whenever you are out of Phoenix Flames or Fire Blast. So that's literally the whole point of using Shifting Power. And also it deals some AoE damage, as you can see here, but that's not the main goal of this ability. It's literally just resetting your cooldowns and allowing you to use another combustion right away. So if you do it correctly, you're gonna be able to smash so many freaking pyroblasts in a row. It's pretty insane. Like we're using stuff right now. We're not casting anything like ever, almost. All right. So we use Shifting Power already, but right now I have nothing else. That's when I would have used Shifting Power. Okay, Shifting Power would have reduced all of my cooldowns again. I would have been able to throw some other Phoenix Flames and so on. All right. So now that you know how to burst, how to deal damage with Fire Mage, let's talk a little bit about the macros that I'm going to link down in the description so you guys can actually check them out. They're pretty good. First macro, we got Ring of Frost. Okay, I'm going to just drag it from my bar. Usually, Ring of Frost looks like this. Okay, but I made a macro that actually makes Ring of Frost look like more like this. Oh, so instead of having to use Ring of Frost, you actually start pumping right away. I mean, like you start to drop it right away, so it's much faster and a lot more fun to pull off. Okay, so you remember the macro for Ring of Frost? Okay, I got the same macro for my Flamestrike. Okay, see how easy it is to actually drop a freaking Flamestrike. It makes it so much faster, so much easier. All you have to do is point at the target, literally have Flamestrike ready, or you could hardcast it. But wherever your cursor is pointing, you will drop a fire strike where the cursor is. Okay, the moment you press the key, basically. Okay, the same applies to your Ring of Frost. Wherever your cursor is a place where your Ring of Frost will drop whenever you hit that key. All right. So there was a little cool secret, I guess. Not a lot of people know about this stuff, but I feel like it made my gameplay a lot more enjoyable, especially if there's a lot of action. Like you don't know what's happening. You're trying to pull that freaking flame strike, and you click on an enemy, and everything goes out of bound, and you don't know what you're doing. Well, that was me before using that single macro. So yes, so don't forget to check down in the description. I'm going to link down those macros there. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned because I'm going to release a version of beginner's guide for every class in World of Warcraft, so you guys can actually like start playing a new character, watch my stuff, and understand what is going on with this character right away, skipping you a bunch of time and letting you have fun way much faster. So if you learned anything, please hit the subscribe button because my channel is very good for instructions, guides, whatever. It's not for entertainment. Entertainment, I think, is not fun. What I like is learning how to master a character, how to be good, how to have a lot of fun. That's what drives me to make better content. So if you guys like the video, please hit the subscribe button, share it to your friends, and see you in the next one, gentlemen. Take care.